short, Nibiru has accelerated the Earth's rotation, and is drying up the Earth's drinking water sources. The Earth is spinning faster than it should. Scientists are in agreement that this is the cause of holes and abrupt climate change on Earth. Subscribe to the channel. Nibiru is about to start the apocalypse on Earth. If you feel like the days get shorter as you get older, you can't even imagine. On June 29, 2022, the Earth made a complete revolution that took 1.59 milliseconds less than the average day length of 86,400 seconds, or 24 hours. While the 1.59 milliseconds shortening may not seem like much, it is part of a larger, weird trend. The reason for this obscure change, not disclosed to the world's population, is the approximation of Nibiru and its system. In fact, on July 26, 2022, there was another new roughly set record when Earth ended its day 1.50 milliseconds shorter than usual. The time and date indicate that 2020 had the fewest days since scientists started using atomic clocks to make daily measurements in the 1960s. Scientists started noticing this trend in 2016. Several astrophysicists know that the Nemesis system will be a scourge on Earth. Earthquakes, volcanoes, cracks will intensify. The Earth's core is under extreme pressure due to rotation, which Nibiru's electromagnetic force. At this time, several oceanographic have reported increase in submarine volcanic eruptions in the Pacific. The Ring of Fire will explode. Several watersheds of drinking water are drying up due to lack of rain, and extreme drought increase. The media does not disclose the real reason. The Earth's rotation axis has shifted by more than 33 degrees. Several countries will be in extreme drought, forcing a large part of the population to migrate. Brazil, Russia and Colombia will be the countries least affected by changes in drinking water shortages. The world population will go into wars due to water. Brazil will be taken over by the world elite. While the average day length may vary slightly in the short term, day length has been increasing in the long term since the Earth-Moon system formed. That's because, over time, the force of gravity transferred energy from the Earth via tides to the Moon, pushing it away from us a little. Meanwhile, since the two bodies are in a tidal state, meaning that the Moon's rotation rate and rotation are such that we only see one side of it, physics dictates that the Earth's day must be extended so that the two objects remain in a tidal cycle. As the Moon moves away, billions of years ago, the Moon was much closer and Earth's day length is much shorter. Nibiru on its last pass has messed up the celestial bodies of our solar system and is doing it again. Scientists know that Earth days shortened in the short term. The specific reason why is Nibiru, Planet X, plus the impact it can have on how we track time as humans. The rate of rotation of the Earth is a complex business. It has to do with the exchange of angular momentum between the Earth and the atmosphere, oceanic effects and the influence of the Moon. Judah Levine, physicist in the Time and Frequency Division at the National Institute of Standards and Technology, Discover magazine, said, "You cannot predict what will happen very far into the future." But Fred Watson, an Australian travelling astronomer, told ABC News in Australia that if nothing is done to stop it, the seasons will gradually move out of the calendar seasons. When you start looking at the actual details, you realize that the Earth is not just a solid, spinning ball, Watson said. It's liquid on the inside, it's liquid on the outside, and it's got an atmosphere, and all these things spin a little bit. Matt King of the University of Tasmania described the trend for ABC News Australia as certainly bizarre. Obviously something has changed, and it has changed in a way that we haven't seen since the beginning of precision radio astronomy in the 1970s, King said. Could it be related to extreme weather patterns? As I mentioned, Vijayanasa reports that the Earth's rotation can slow down strong winds in El Niño years. It can slow down the planet's rotation. Likewise, the melting of the polar ice caps moves matter around the Earth and therefore can change the rate of rotation. While this simple absorption of time has little effect on our daily lives, some scientists have called for the introduction of a negative leap second, which would subtract a second from the day to keep the world on track for the atomic time system, but of little use. It helps because the trend will continue. Since 1972, leap seconds have been added every few years. The last one was added in 2016. It is very likely that a second negative jump will be necessary if the Earth's rotation rate increases further, but it is too early to say whether this is likely to happen, said physicist Peter Wibbeley of the UK's National Physical Laboratory. Telegraph. There are also international discussions about the future of leap seconds, and it is also possible that the need for a negative leap second could drive the decision to end leap seconds forever. Quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Nibiru, Planet X is real and several scientists anonymously, clearly report a great apocalypse, geological and climatic, will dominate the Earth. The signs that we are seeing, such as the rocks that fell in Alberta, Canada, the drought of the Colorado River, the hole in Chile, and several other scenarios around the world, are just the beginning of Pandora's box, Nibiru. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, to receive new videos. Thanks.